Yo, yo. The generals and captains asking what's happening and why I ain't rapping. I'm sick of these Jewish bastards and they predatorial tactics, and plus I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Hold on, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. I pop the trunk and then I pop you before I pop a pill and be sluggish in front of the general public. Fuck that, I'm a changed nigga. You looking at the epitome of it. Got multiple, I'm honest and they still love it. You can bang this on the way home, on the way to your safe zone. I ain't living how they living, I give them something to hate on. I shedded a tear for my brother's mother, knowing she carried a solid nigga. It was an honor to carry her with him.
The most high in Christ.
How you slaughter the flock and you don't want beef? Coward building bunkers trying to dug heat. Man, that shit's so weak. Iron tucked is out of sight, but not out of reach. Know your men, count your sheep, they hunt our steps. You a blood-sucking freak. You're a fucking leech.
You're a fucking sucker.
We see canes on feet and them servants on horses. The road split, it's not a road trip. We deliver the orders. Focus on what's current. Turn my phone off, a view by the waters. Train my sons for warfare. Different love for my daughters. Empty cans with no substance. I'm free from all that fuck shit. Tear drop denim on my brother's linen. Mexican dinners. I brought the bouquet for my Dominican woman. That's smooth apologies. Damn. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck them all if they participating in off the record conversation. Shit major, stolen favors, masters admiration. My youngin' brought his torch to the finish line, but I'm just glad he made it. And he ain't even trying to crack heads, he just know the danger. In the city filled with anger, the skyline filled with angels. Twist the burner, shoot from different angles, twisted fingers, read the coded language. Man, what's the vibe, dog? I feel amazing. I found a stage door, but don't know what I came for. I'm nothing like a soft touch. Don't touch it if it ain't yours. I'm a remnant of a great source, nigga. So many rappers would be better off as actors. Benefactors to the confusion, no solution. Puppet master, storytelling, no connection to the novelist. It's a tragic bankrolls, covering open wounds. And now I'm shitting like a restroom. They hold venom intentions, eating the way they gum line the most high. Giving niggas crowns, and I want mine. Fuck the lunch line, cause I don't take the lunch breaks. No lunch date, she bottoms up. And all I had to do was tap her front brakes. I'm B-Raw, raw vision, war written, the word written. More given to the theory, the law written, provide a long living. I understand the terms, you gotta die to learn. Hunters purify, it's time to feed the worms. This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck 'em all.
Take a ride, take a ride.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Yeah. Watch me slide as I glide, as I ride in the space.
You peep the ledger, nothing ever fresher. Find me dipping old school, candy paint is pressure. I do it to the letter, little baby sweet as nectar. With the flavor that's tailor-made from the ancestors. And baby, it's whatever, I'm moving in the stellar. I thank the Lord, cause real niggas, we gon' live forever. I'm on a different level, I mean a different level. It's something special how we slide in the holy vessel. And yeah, it's presidential, no, this is not a rental. We came a long way from broken oats and porcelain. No need for incidentals, the Lord provided simple. So I was told to buy a sword, so I keep a pistol. And you can get your issue, this ain't no tough talk. I make it clear, baby, I walk it how I talk. And yeah, Kwame been a boss, as I'm dipped in the sauce, while I ride in the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as I glide, as I ride in the space.
When no dime, so you know it's me. Knocking pictures off the wall when I swing down on any street. Fifth wheel showing naked ass, chrome gal parked on that wet paint. Boy, that's a super freak. It's the Tay, how no poppy can't clock me. Hater blockers on designer label, say Versace. Rolls out of copies, name your sons to Miyagi. I be on my player shit, one West, they be hating, yeah. Tryna throw salt in the game, but ain't no sweating it. I be on my grind, if it's mine, yeah, I'm taking it. Vibe so authentic when she with you, yeah, she faking it. I'ma bump her down and move around and make space for it. So boomerang as I slide in, do my thing. Water tie, Saturday, boy, I'm speaking booty tang. Sidestepping out scallywags, cause that cootie tang. Tricks is for kids, and my name ain't David Blaine. I'ma moonwalk like Michael, stop playing shorty, cause these other niggas just your man.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as I glide, as I ride in the space.
You gotta put your brick in, man, if you really believe in Christ.
Hey, shout out my brother Karab, man. Listen, man, may the Lord light will rise again, brother. But we gon' see you in the clouds. Brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick. We steady fishing, bridge dipping, sliding through the city, about to hit the district. We on a mission, complete the mission. Cause all you was right, 16th the mission. Holding down tradition, hell like conditions. To serve the Lord people, they need a physician. Fuck the opposition, they lie like politicians. Cause all it took was bread and a few fishes. Serve the Lord attentions, shout out the fourth dimension. I just pray you look it down, we need an exemption. Part of my disposition, follow my intuition. Cause they lack vision, them niggas staunch Christian. Brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick.
We gon' build this brick by brick like we Craig. Put my faith in the world, left me for dead. Don't go to war with cowards, most these niggas scared. Captain Quam said don't force a crown on these niggas' head. You ain't gotta book a flight to check your spirit. This kingdom full of witchcraft, smoke in the mirrors. The oppressor, the devil, you see red. We can build our cities up again without white interference. That's the kingdom of heaven. They don't want us to unite because they see it's a weapon. They make this country great off of greed and deception. Nigga, I can't be convinced it's people evil as ever, so we can't be like them. Relax and fall back, we got it from here. Look at us, we done made the impossible real. We ain't pigs, wolves can't tear this down. Fuck the hand-me-downs, we gon' build a kingdom of brick by brick.
Brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house.
Let me tell you something slick. Life is like a bitch. Bet hoe don't fucking listen. Yeah, she always on your dick. I'ma focus on the script, but I gotta pay the rent. White people dying cause they hogging all the fit. Nigga, I was heaven sent, drinking water out of Flint. I could tell a honky dog, they honk me like a sin. I'm behind a living tent with a dark skin vernacular. Bitch, I'd rather die for the truth like I'm Dracula. Know the lie she pit me, sure they get me to the rapture. I'm a dreamer, mama, she the mistress, I'm the bachelor. Old school, no bastard. What you do this for? Enslave you crackers. Every preacher, every pastor won't see smooth faster. They ultimately actors, but bitch, I'm living proof. This the truth, it's a tragedy once I get in the booth. They told me take my shot, so I'ma shoot. I'm hopping out the coupe, John, Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
Brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house, brick by brick.
Oh, like it. That's the best we can do for right now. Oh, hey, Shalom of Christ, Israel. What's going on? All right. Let's get this going. Let's get the Most High hand. So, they tried to stop us from doing class today, but we got this thing working. Most High in Christ. Shalom, Most High in Christ to y'all in the chat. Please like, comment. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get these numbers up. The water. All right, y'all. We back. Salakia. I don't want to keep saying this every week, but you know what I mean. Salakia for the tardiness. There seemed to be a little bit of lag in the network, so had to keep on redoing it. But we here. We gonna have a good hour. You know what I mean? To rock it out real quick. I ain't gonna go keep y'all for too long. So what we'll do is we'll do a two-part to part 4 of weapons. So part 4 weapons. We're gonna do a two-parter. For you guys that are new, I'm gonna say, well, Salakia, before I even start, Shalom, Yahabah, Shem Yahshua, Barakatham, to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Ratham, Shem Yahshua, to the sisters. For you guys that are new and have not been rocking out with this weapon series, what we got going on is that we are going through weapons that could be a tool to distract us, weapons that could be a tool to throw us off. I mean, anything that you go through throughout the week, you know what I'm saying, throughout the month, something you've been going through without the year, you know what I'm saying, or something that you just been going through since you've been in the truth, you know what I'm saying? Just things that could be used as a distraction, things that can be used to throw you off. What are those weapons? And then we get into the precepts and details of the weapons that you can use on your day-to-day basis to be able to fight back, because we fight demons here in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? We battle your demons. We don't sit over here and cry and bicker and make excuses. We battle it out with our demons. You know what I mean? And we don't fall short. Okay? So, yeah, so if you haven't been tuning in, this is what we've been going through in this we're at the part 4 of it. And this is going to be a very interesting one. I knew for a reason. I was telling y'all we're not going to go through the list this week because obviously we short on time right now. So we're just going to get right down to it. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of the whole situation and we're going to rock out. All right. So this week, if you are tuning in, I am very, very happy because we are going to go into something that is extremely deep that people don't really talk about, people don't really discuss, and yet people try to battle these things on their own. This is the cognitive side of the battle. Okay, this is the cognitive side of the battle. This is the mind side. This is the side of the battlefield that is in your mind. A lot of people don't understand what that means or what that is because truly as a Christian, you've never had to battle demons. You've always thought that if I just go to church on Sunday and just ask the pastor to do it, he's going to fight my battles for me because he's the one chosen to give the power to be able to kill off any type of anything that's coming against me. Okay, this is the mental state that we were put in. Hey, Shalom Christ, what's going on? So we're going to battle those things because you are the one that has to battle your demons. You don't want to have to. When I say demons, I'm talking about those things that come against you. I mean, I'm not talking about like the movie The Conjuring. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about things that come against you. And your mind is a big thing when it comes to this battle. That's one of your biggest battlefields that you're going to have to deal with. Okay, things that are going on in your mind. So we're going to get into it, and we're gonna expose this thing, and we're going to find out how to fight it through Scripture. how to fight this thing that's coming against you through scripture. Okay, whatever that may be. Now we'll go through different portions of it. We'll start now. Okay, different portions of certain things that could be going through your mind. There's plenty of things. This is why this probably should be a part 2 of the situation. We'll see about it, but I mean, I want to kind of go through this series and move on to the next thing. But there's plenty of things. We'll start with the most important thing, which is doubt. Doubt is a big thing. Doubt could turn you against the Most High. Doubt makes you feel that you are lesser than. Doubt makes you feel that you're not strong enough, that you don't have what it takes. And doubt also makes you feel as if you are not loved by the Most High. Okay? Now, do these things exist? No, absolutely not. If you are Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you should not feel any short of love or favor that the Most High feels for you. You shouldn't feel any short of what you have to bring to the table. You shouldn't feel short of your purpose. That's another big thing, purpose. You shouldn't feel short of any of these things. Feeling short of those is where your battle starts, because you're being attacked and you don't even know it. A lot of people think that these attacks happen physically, and it starts off with you. You cannot lose to yourself. You cannot lose to the thoughts that pop up in your brain. We have a cultural thing going on where Blacks and Hispanics, we feel superstitious. You get what I'm saying? And we feel like, oh, well, luck exists. And you know what I mean? Like things of that nature. Like, just anything. But we feel like things can happen because of things that we do, which is true. When there's a cause, there's an effect. You get what I'm saying? When there's an action, there's a reaction. So the actions that you need to be taking, and if you know that you're taking those right actions, there should be no reason why you feel any short of favor or usefulness to this truth. You get what I'm saying? Then you should be feeling. You get what I'm saying? So you should analyze your thoughts. Analyze your thoughts. Is there negative aspects of coming amongst yourself? Are you thinking of yourself negatively, in a negative manner, that you're just not enough? You don't feel as purposeful. You feel less than than how you really feel. Like what are those things that only you can answer? Because you have to understand who your enemy is. And if you understand who the enemy is, you can understand how he operates, and you can be able to fight these things back. Okay? Some thoughts should not always be acknowledged. You can't always be in a superstitious mindset. Things are happening to you for a reason. Yeah, things are happening to you for a reason is because you already had the strength to be able to battle the things that already have happened in your life or happening into your life. Okay? That's one thing. The Lord is not going to bully you. These are all things that you may think in your mind because you may be going through a bad trip right now or a bad season, and all odds are just built up against you. This is not true. You can't feel and think negatively only because things around you are not happening in the manner that you visualized it. Okay? A lot of us don't even understand the things that we battle with the most is the discomfort, is the unknowing. You get what I'm saying? Just not knowing what the circumstances could happen. Because we want to be in control all the time. We want to have a grip on everything all the time. But that's not how the Lord works. Some things are just bigger than you. And I'm not saying that it's bigger than you in a point where you just a small thing. I'm saying that it's bigger than you because it's something that the Lord is battling for you. Okay. So these are the things. The doubt situation. Analyze those thoughts. Figure out where these thoughts are rooted from, and then battle back. Start to change the mind. The mind is something that it could be altered. You get what I'm saying? We all came from a situation where we were violent, addicts, deviants, hoodlums, something. You get what I'm saying? There was something wrong with us. And then we had to change because we had to prove ourselves to be in this truth. So we had to change. We had no choice. We had to kill that old man and bring the new man to be able to show and prove that we were willing to sacrifice ourselves for the good of this, for the good of our people. You get what I'm saying? It goes all the way into the end. It never stops only because you feel like you're a changed person. You continue to keep growing. You continue to keep learning. You continue to keep battling. Okay? The battle does not stop only because you found your seat in this truth, or you got your name, or you got your rank. You only battle things that get bigger and bigger to deal with. Okay? And the best thing to do is not to react. I've been noticing a lot of reactions on social media with brothers, mainly sisters. Reacting because you feel away. Reacting because those thoughts in your mind are starting to consume you. You cannot react. You cannot react. For the sake of your own selves, you cannot react. You have to be able to bury those manipulative thoughts. You have to be able to bury those negative thoughts, because with negative thoughts come negative reactions. Okay. So you have to be able to stay focused on your purpose. Your purpose is not to sit here and complain and whine and to feel down on yourself and to, I wouldn't even say cry about, to find excuses. Okay? That's not your purpose in this truth. It's to find excuses. Your purpose in this truth is not for you to feel like you belong in the world. You get what I'm saying? Because this world is a temporary world. Like, yeah, we want to have the nicest clothes. We want to have the nicest cars. We want to have the nicest jewelry. We want to have the nicest appearance. We want to be comfortable with our lifestyles. But the thing about it is, life is not always comfortable. So if you're in an uncomfortable position, if you're dealing with something, it's because you're being tested. It's not because you're being punished. Because we like to tell ourselves when we're in a hard time that, oh, we're being punished. We're being punished. We're being punished. The Lord is not bullying you. He's making you grow. And sometimes growing is not always a good feeling. You get what I'm saying? You ever heard of the term growing pains? You know what I mean? Growing pains happen. Sometimes it takes pain to be able to grow. It took pain for you to be able to come into this world. You know what I'm saying? It took pain for you to be able to be born. Now it takes pain for you to grow. And nobody ever stops growing. I just want to get that clear. A lot of people who become a certain age feel like, okay, well, that's it. I'm done growing. I've experienced everything. I done learned everything. Like, no, there's still plenty to learn. There's still plenty to continue to keep growing on. You keep growing, you keep growing, you keep growing. You continue to keep receiving wisdom. And you perfect your art of war. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can do. Perfect your art of war, because things are going to consistently keep coming against you as long as you're on this planet. As long as we still in hell, things will consistently keep coming against us. Okay? You have to sharpen your sword. You only sharpen your sword. You don't sharpen your sword by sitting on the bench, waiting for something to happen, waiting for somebody else to win the game for you. That's not sharpening your sword. You need to get out there and you need to be able to fight, regardless if you feel like you're losing or you feel like you keep getting knocked down. It's about fighting. You know what I'm saying? Your best fighters out there have been knocked out plenty of times. And that's what it took for them to be able to learn that I don't want to get knocked out anymore. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know if that's a computer screen or if that's the actual camera, but it's a Salakia. So, it's not for you to be able to put yourself in a mindset where you're just not good enough, because that leads you to sin. That leads you into doing the wrong things. Well, if I'm not good enough, I might as well just do this. Or if I'm not good enough, I might as well just find the easy way. Well, I mean, it's people that are better than me and more favored than me, so I might as well just sit back in the corner and just do what I want to do. That's what the whole setup was about. That's what the whole setup is about, to make you feel that you can't be perfect, that you can't endure unto the end, which is what our duty is as a people, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called. That's our duty. We're going to continue to keep serving the Lord the right way until Christ decides to return. Does he decide to turn in our lifetime? We don't know. Does he decide to turn in our children's lifetime? We don't know. Does he decide to return in our children's lifetime? We don't know. But what we can do until that time comes is to endure unto the end. Okay? So, don't believe, this might sound crazy, don't believe in yourself. If you are thinking in a matter where you're always down on yourself, you're thinking that you're not good enough, you're thinking that looks matter, you're thinking that the way you dress matters, the money you make matters. When you have that mindset, you are in a being attack mode, and you need to be on defense. And the only way that you can be on defense is by understanding exactly who your God is, and how powerful your God is, and how much your God loves you and your people. That's the only way. Hey, shalom on Christ. That's the only way you're gonna be able to battle that time, that thought. You have to understand that you're not the only one. That's another big one. Feeling like you're the only one. That's a big one too. Never feel like you're the only one that's going through it. Absolutely not. And never feel like you just don't know how to be able to be as good to handle your problems as the ones around you. You just are choosing not to, because you're falling into the trap of believing the voices in your head. And you have to be able to battle those voices in your head. So let's get into it. All right, we got a couple of precepts. I'm gonna run through them because I know we at 8:30. I'm gonna run through these precepts, y'all. So this is not gonna be. I wish I could just continue to keep elevating from each precept to each precept. We're gonna run through these things because we got a couple of them. So lock it. I mean, I wish it could be better, but it ain't me. This dang the computer was fighting me back today. All right, so where we're gonna go first is we're gonna go to Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. I don't got to read it today, so I'm gonna read it for y'all. Just get there with me. You know what I'm saying? If you got your swords with you, get there with me. Highlight your scriptures or put them in your notepads. I mean, should definitely be saving these precepts. You might need them on a rainy day. All right, so 17 and 9. Jeremiah 17 and 9, it says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So this is the thing. We've been over this a couple of times. If you are new to it, then I'll just explain it to you real quick. The heart, mind, flip those when it comes to reading the Bible. Flip them. When it's talking about the heart, it's talking about your mind. When it's talking about your mind, it's talking about your heart. Usually when it's speaking about the mind, it's talking about feelings, emotions, things of that nature. And when it's talking about the heart, it's talking about thinking, making decisions, things of that nature. Okay. So if we flip that and we say the mind is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, who can know it? So the things that you think and the things that you imagine are desperately wicked. Okay. Not saying all things that you think of. It's just saying that your mind can deceive you. Your mind can put you in a position where you actually believe the things that just pop up in your head. You ever been in a relationship, fellas, and your woman tell you, what does she tell you when she just want to come and argue over nothing? What'd she tell you? Woman's intuition, right? Completely false though. Just a thought popped up in her head, and she was unable to be able to challenge that thought. So what is she blaming it on? Intuition. But what does the Bible say? That the mind is deceitful. Who can know it? Okay. So always remember that. The things that you think is because there's being a battlefield formed. If it's a negative thought, a negative aspect, it's because there is there's a battlefield being formed within your mind. Okay. And you have to be able to battle that back with thoughts of righteousness. If you having wicked thoughts, if you're battling with wicked thoughts, you have to be able to challenge that with righteous thoughts. Okay. Now, I'm not saying not to be aware. I'm not saying that always think like, oh yeah, goody two shoes, bunnies and rabbits and rainbows and candy. I'm not saying think like that. Because there's always a time to have awareness. I mean, but your mind shouldn't be based on the negative aspect of yourself. You shouldn't be defeating yourself with your own counsel. Okay. And in those type of situations, you're going to need your own counsel. So let's keep moving on these scriptures. First Chronicles 16 and 11. First Chronicles 16 and 11, it says, seek the Lord, his strength, seek his face continually. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. Now, we just got done talking about this. blacks, Hispanics, you should not be looking down on yourself and making yourself feel like you're lesser than. You shouldn't be feeling like God doesn't have any type of favor on you, or he thinks less of you than he thinks of his other children. Okay? You got to get rid of those thoughts in your head, because that's just a battlefield being formed in your mind. We just got to speaking about this. Okay? Now, this is a very important part. Seek the Lord continuously. You got to understand, we just got done talking about this with the brother when he was talking about staying busy. Now, staying too busy and not being able to get to, there's a difference between staying too busy that is unrighteous, and there's a way to staying busy that is righteous. Staying too busy to the point where you can't study, get to work, when you've fallen out of the truth, that's an unrighteous busy. You know what I mean? You're just too busy for the truth. That's an unrighteous busy. But there also is a righteous busy. The righteous busy is when you're staying busy in the work of the truth. Because what does the Bible say? Think of the Lord continuously. So it's nothing wrong with being busy doing the work of the Lord. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you just swamped with work and you doing the work of the Lord, doing the work of the school, ain't nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? It's taking you away from the negative thoughts. It's keeping your mind off of the doubt, the self-loathing. It's keeping your mind state off of those things, and it's keeping you in a mindset where you find a sense of value because you're working and you're doing the right thing, and you know it's the right thing. You're doing something that's above your own desires, and you're doing it because you know it's the right thing to do. That's righteously being busy, and there's nothing wrong with that. It'll keep your mind off of the things that you worry about on a day-to-day basis that you do not need to be worrying about. Okay? Point blank, period. A lot of people fall out of this truth to handle worldly things and don't even know that the world could just end just like tomorrow, today. You know what I mean? Like you put your whole life at risk because of something that is temporary. It doesn't sound like a good investment. I want to invest in the things that have value for a long time period, and that is doing the work of this truth. So don't ever feel like you're too swamped with doing work of this truth. Don't ever feel like that. There's always a payment that comes with that. The Lord is not leaving nobody on red saying, okay, good job, we out of here. No. We have a righteous power who definitely doesn't forget our works. Okay. So, what is it? Seek the Lord, seek his face continually. Remember his wonders, remember his judgments. Those are some of the most important things that you are going to need in your battle in your mind. You have to remember. You have to remember who your God is. Because the only reason that you're battling in your mind is because you've forgotten how or who your God is. Okay? You've forgotten him. You've forgotten what he's capable of. You've forgotten his judgments. You've forgotten what the promises are. You've forgotten those things, and now you're going through a mental battle. Okay? Don't lose sight of what and who your God is. We don't serve the Christian God. We don't serve the Catholic God. We don't serve the Muslims. We don't serve those. We don't serve the gods of this world. You know what I mean? We serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? That's the God who we serve. Don't ever get it twisted with your Christian church God. Okay? Money does not make you a favorable person. It doesn't mean that you're more blessed than others. Let's get that straight. Okay. So, what's next? What do we got here? Let's keep this rolling. Let's keep this ball rolling. I like the way we're going right now. Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 12 and 15. Proverbs 12 and 15 says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. So this is extremely important. I am so used to being busy with work. I do need to do a better job with studying my own my downtime. Okay, so the thing about it too is when you drive into work, I mean, throw a class on. Throw one of Captain Cesaria's battles on. You know what I'm saying? Just get some type of skill into you before you get your day started, or as you are ending your day, or on your lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Be able to find some type of find some type of way to the truth. Okay. There's always there's time. We got time. You know what I mean? We got lunch breaks. We got breaks, 15-minute breaks, sometimes 30-minute breaks. You know what I'm saying? Some people get to be on their headphones at work. I'm one of them. You know what I mean? I get to be on my headphones at work, so I have nothing but time. It's best I use my time productively while I'm doing productive things at work. I find that the best thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be missing the class because I'm able to go throughout my 8 hours. I don't like just spending my 8 hours just listening to machines and mechanical things happening in the background. I'd rather be listening to class. Let's getting some precepts. Okay. So yeah, there's time. If you just want to do it on your downtime, that's fine too. But just try to find some time where you are not a busybody and you're finding yourselves useless. You get what I'm saying? Find some use. Okay. So hearken it to counsel. Those who are afraid of counsel, there's something that's a battle. That's a battle in your mind. That is a battle. That is a battlefield being laid out in your mind. If you are afraid to go to your brother, your Adawan, and be able to discuss something that concerns you, or something that is making you hang low, like hanging your head low. You get what I'm saying? If you are afraid to do those things, then that is not being brotherly, because you're carrying a burden that you don't need to carry. What is this? What good is this brotherhood if you are just fighting these battles on your own? Get your counsel. Okay? Get counsel. You should not be afraid of counsel. It's not something to bully you. It's something for correction. You should want correction. And if you don't want correction, then you just want to face battles that you can't win. You know what I'm saying? So get counsel. Don't take your own counsel. Go and get some counsel. So the way of the fool is right in his own eyes. So the things that you just want to, I mean, I can go through so many different examples of people who have made the wrong decision by trying to find truth in their own eyes, but we're not going to get into that because that's not what this is about. What this is about fighting your daily demons, fighting those intrusive thoughts that pop up in your brain. Okay. So one of them is take counsel. You know what I mean? Seek the Lord's face daily, continuously, and get counsel. Okay. Proverbs 11 and 14. Proverbs 11 and 14, it says, Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So always understand that, okay? Understand what counsel is for. Do not lead yourself into thinking, oh yeah, well, I'm about to be getting looked at in a certain manner because I'm dealing with this, and I should be perfect. I should be strong. I should be on my P's and Q's by now. Like, go get some counsel, especially if you battling this thing. Go get some counsel. All right. So, where we at? Proverbs 19 and 20. Also talking about counsel. Let's see. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. I'll keep reading. Okay, I'll go to 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. So, back to going to counsel, back to what the benefit of counsel, okay? You have to hear counsel and you have to receive it. You can't just, oh, I'm going to go to counsel, I'm going to hear what they got to say and just hear their perspective, but I still have in my mind, I'm going to handle my business in this type of manner. No, take the counsel and receive the counsel. Your instructions are there for a reason. Don't sit there and try to find a reason to ignore the instructions that were given to you, because then you're going to put yourself in a bad spot, because it's showing that you continuously cannot beat. This demon is so overwhelming that you can't even take the instructions of someone who actually knows better. Okay, so you got to check yourself on that type of situation too. All right, so let's keep it moving. That was Proverbs 19. Let's go to Proverbs 4 and 23. And we're making good time, y'all. We're making good time. Proverbs 4 and 23, it says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Remember, we were saying, it says heart, it's speaking about your mind. So that's where those issues lay, in your mind. They're not really happening as bad as you think they're happening. It's just, you think it's just so bad because your mind is telling you that. Your mind is discussing over exaggeration. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to understand that I'm not going to you have to have enough discipline and not react off of what goes on in your mind. Point blank, period. A lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people want to, in this day and age, that's all you see. That's technically all you see when it comes to the younger generation. All of them have these intrusive thoughts. They act on these intrusive thoughts, and they don't care about the consequences. Consequences mean nothing. Long term is not an issue when it comes to the new generation. They've seen so little hope that they don't expect hope in the future. They're just living for the right now. So everything that pops up in their mind, they deal with as according to whatever pops up. We have to be able, as the wiser, the older and the wiser, to be able to understand that and be able to control that, especially if you're dealing with your young ones. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with your children, you have to be able to identify that and be able to deal with it. You have to give your children a purpose. They have to feel as if I do this, it's going to affect me in the long run. Because right now, the music, the lifestyle, the TikToks, the social media trends, everything like that, it's all based on the now and not the later. There is no later. It's just right now. Right now, right now, right now, right now. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to drink this. I'm going to do this to my body and all this stuff like that because I need to live now. Understand that. Be able to control your youngin. You know what I'm saying? Control your children, because they obviously don't have controls of their own intrusive thoughts. Okay. So yeah, Proverbs 4:23, keep thy heart with all diligence. You know what I mean? Stay diligent. Don't fail. Don't fail the Lord. Don't fail him. You know what I mean? There's counsels here on earth and there's counsels up there in heaven. Don't be that person that gets brought up in counsel consistently. Oh, Slock out one, even did it again. She did it again. You know what I'm saying? Don't consistently be that person brought up in counsel, because you need to understand about counsel is you need to read that in the story with Elijah. You know what I'm saying? And what happened with the king in that time period. So if you got to do your own homework, read and understand when it comes to counsels that happen in heaven. Fourth dimension. Okay, so let's go to. Oh, we almost done. Okay, we got a couple more. Yep. Good time. All right, so we got a couple more. 2 Corinthians 4:4. Where's that? Okay, I got it. 2 Corinthians 4:4, it says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. So, like we were just saying, with everything that's going on in this world, the social media trends, the TV shows, the series, the HBO series, the movies, the music. I mean, we're not the politics. You know what I'm saying? All of these things could wrap you into a world where you lose your zeal. You can be blinded from your zeal. Do not allow this world to blind you from your zeal. Let the bad things fall where they may, and you stand tall where you should be, and you stay diligent, and you endure unto the end. Because this mental battle, this battle of the things of this world, you shouldn't have to face those battles. You should be able to understand that some battles need to be understood, so you can pass the rock to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Pass the rock to the Lord. It's like, all right, I know what this is. I'm good on it. I'm not giving that no attention. I'm not giving that no energy. I'm staying away from that. This is not going to be able to receive my energy. I'm not going to give this any acknowledgement. And then poof, it's over with. It's over with. That's it. That's all it takes. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see. So where we at? We at Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So with all of these weapons and these things that could be used as weapons to throw you off, we should have some understanding, okay? We should have some understanding enough to the point where you go through your day-to-day life and you start to be like, yep, we just talked about that in class. We just got done talking about that in class. I'm not about to allow that to throw me off. Okay. We should be at that. We should be at that point. always remember the fact of the matter is that your mind can be used as a battlefield. Your thoughts can be used as a battlefield. Oh, let's not forget, because it says, remember, we're talking about the transferring of words. So this one says renewing of your mind. So let's not forget about the way you feel. Okay, that's extremely important. Your feelings could throw you to the worst loop ever. I've seen people ruin their lives because of anger, and have to be in a cell for the rest of their lives because of an action, because of a feeling. This truth takes a lot of discipline, and it's discipline on the things that you think, and it's discipline on the things that you feel. So you can't go through that mindset of wrath and anger. You can't go through that feeling of wrath and anger and allow that to be your stopping point of you being in the truth. I've seen it happen to brothers. The buildup, if you know what I mean. That buildup started off with the mind first. That thought became the thought becoming continuous, fed it, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger until it became an issue. When it became an issue, it was a feeling. Now this is messing with your nerves. Now this is messing with your emotions, because you were feeding that with your brain. You kept on consistently thinking about it. It kept going through your mind, passing by, and you allowed it to. And now this is a feeling. Now this is no longer just a thought anymore. Now this is being plotted as something I need to deal with. But because they fed that thought, now it's a feeling. Now you're angry. Now you're upset. And now you're being unbrotherly. You probably thought of some type of jealousy. Oh, this brother got this. This brother got that. Oh man, this brother ain't giving my $2 back. I didn't let him borrow my $2, and he didn't give my $2 back. Still ain't gave it back to me. I need that $2. You get what I'm saying? This is so heavy what you bringing out, sir. I know plenty of brothers in jail over anger. Con, you know what I'm saying? Just because of a feeling that you felt. First of all, as men, we need to be able to control our anger. It's required of us. We need to be able to control our emotions. It's required of us. You have to make as a man, you have to make decisions, logical decisions in very uncomfortable spaces. So with those things, you have to be. This is why it's important that men understand how to be men, and women stop trying to raise man and tell a man what he needs to be and what he's supposed to be and what a true man is. And a man understands what a man's supposed to be through men, not through the idea of what the perfect man is from a woman. You get what I'm saying? Because that's when a man starts to become emotional like a woman. That's when a man can't control his feelings like most women can't. I'm not saying all, but most women can't control their emotions. So then a man, he gets in that same type of, and then when two men are in a space where they can't control their emotions, they lash out, they act out, and they do something that they're going to regret. And there's no stopping it, because men can't be stopped. A woman can't jump into a man on man situation and feel like she's got the best of both of them. No. So a man throws his whole life away because he's being emotional. He's being feminine. because he can't have discipline in his head to think logically. So we got to understand your mind, your emotions are very, very important things. You have to be able to have the best of those things by using wisdom. You have to be able to filter out the BS, understand the consequences of the choices you make, and deal with those consequences when you make your choices. Okay. Did we finish Romans? Okay, yeah. So transform, being able to think, well, we just explained it, being able to think logically in a very emotional state. Not saying that you're not going to feel emotions, like not saying that you're just supposed to be a stale chip. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel emotions. You're going to feel anger. You're going to feel pain. You're going to feel sadness. You're going to feel happiness. You're going to feel joy. You're going to feel these things. But as a warrior, as a soldier, as a man, you're supposed to be able to have discipline. And for women, also, you should be able to think logically. Don't sit over here and always let your intuition get the best of you and make you think rationally and make bad choices. Okay? We almost done, y'all. We almost done. I'm just going to tell you this one. Ecclesiasticus, because I don't have a apocrypha around me. Ecclesiasticus 7 and 9. Don't be quick to anger. We were just talking about that. Don't be quick to anger. I'm paraphrasing. Don't be quick to anger. Anger, being angry is like being drunk. And we've all made some dumb decisions in being drunk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be angry to the point where you make a mistake because your mind is so blinded on thinking about what the consequences could be if I make this decision. It's just, oh, it's here right now. I'm upset right now. I'm gonna deal with this issue because I'm mad. No. Do not throw your whole life away, and definitely don't put yourself in a position where you getting kicked out the truth because you were angry. It's lucky. Because of an intrusive thought led to an emotion. The emotion led to you having a reaction. You reacted, now you kicked out the school. Wow. Bruh. I'm just saying. Always be aware of the consequences of your actions. Don't just allow anger make you show how weak you are, because that's all it is. You're just weak. You got mad. You got put in a situation where you were upset and you made a bad decision. Made a bad decision. Keep making bad decisions. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anger is a big one. We probably talk about that next week. But as we go along, we are on our last two precepts. I got a bees ounce. Last two precepts, Jeremiah 9 and 23. Let's see. 9 and 23. Right here. There we go. Okay, so Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in the things I delight, saith the Lord." Just a recap of what we was talking about. Okay. not finding your own understanding. Don't find your own. Don't delight in your own ways of thoughts. Delight in things that you know that the Lord is happy with you about. Okay. That's all we need to understand. Delight in the things that you know the Lord is happy with that you're doing. Those are the things that should make you happy. Yeah, it's good to feel happy that you graduated, that you got a promotion, you got a new car, you just got a new crib. Those are cool. You know what I mean? But the things you really want to be joyous about are the things that you do that you know, okay, I know the Lord rocking with this. I know Christ is like, yep, that was Tawab. All right, so Proverbs 16:32, and we'll end it off, y'all. 16:32. All right, last one. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. So, what was that? What is that saying? Like mental strength is better than physical strength. I mean, chess is better than checkers. What else? Just understanding that your mind could be more powerful than your physical ability, your physical attributes. Okay. The way you think, what you think, the knowledge you obtain could be more useful to you than physical strength. You can be big, buff, and dumb. You can have all this strength and just be dumb. But with knowledge, with having a sharp mind, those are the things that are more beneficial than physical strength. You get that in David and Goliath. David was a small teenager. Goliath was this huge Hamite, this funky, dusty, big old Hamite, grown man, you know what I mean, against this little teenager. But David was sharp-witted. David was smart. And he was able to beat him with one shot, one strike, because he used his mind. Okay? Other than that, the pen is mightier than the sword. There you go. Boom. Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. We did it, y'all. We did it, and we got done in a timely manner. Salakia, it was not me this time. But next week we're gonna try to get a little bit earlier. I always say that, but we definitely gonna try to get a little bit earlier. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely appreciate y'all on the chat. Y'all definitely showed up today. Y'all showed up on the likes too. The water, appreciate that. It lets you know that ain't just nothing but haters up in the watching the videos. And it definitely brings the algorithm in. So the water for that. Man, y'all tune in. We still got more classes this week, more lessons to get in. Y'all keep y'all minds sharp. Have control of your emotions. Part 2 coming next week. Let's say Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatam Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Appreciate y'all. Most High in Christ.